What's going on, everybody? I have 5 discs right here. I'm gonna let you know what I think the top 5 most underrated discs are in disc golf. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. As you can see, I've got the new backdrop going and everything, and we are getting closer and closer to getting some podcast-like material out, but I wanted to do this little video for y'all. So like I said, this is my top 5 most underrated discs in disc golf. This includes putters all the way to drivers. So we are going to go ahead and just jump right into it. But after you go ahead and click that subscribe button and ding the bell so you know when these videos come out. It will not be a surprise that number 1 is a putter. And I have to say, this is not one that I've thrown a whole lot. I've thrown in videos a few times, but this is a solid putter, and I know it's underrated because not a lot of people's throwing it. It's the penny putter from Lone Star Discs. Very similar rim profile to like a Luna or something, and they've got plastic blends that feel really nice. This one's like a rubber blend, and it's super flexy. They've got glow. They've got like 2 other plastics at least besides this one and the glow. So they got a lot of variety. And to be honest, they got some cool stamps. Like with these penny putters, they've got one. It's like a tactical Abraham Lincoln with like a night vision goggle on it. It's on the glow, so that's pretty sweet. Super straight, at least the ones I've thrown. I think sometimes you might be able to get one that's a little stable, but it's not going to be overstable. But very comfortable in the hand, very low profile, and I think these are really good for a lot of people. Beginners are included in that. I think this is a really good beginner putter. So that's my number 5, the penny putter. Next, we're going to move on to a mid-range, and it's always surprising whenever I recommend mid-ranges because I've not been a big mid-range thrower most of my career, so I think it's usually a good compliment whenever I recommend one. Now, I bagged this one for a while. I don't bag it anymore, but I still think it's pretty underrated. Even though I bag other mids now, this one is really, really good. So coming in at number 4, it's the Mustang by Mint Discs. This thing's great. I love the way it feels. There's nothing wrong with this disc. I quit bagging it because I was bagging so many other mids from like RPM and stuff, where I was got on RPM's team, that this was not doing anything different for me, and I was bagging a hex, and a hex feels extremely similar to this, but I was getting a little bit more distance out of the hex with a similar shape, so I was just narrowed down to this. But this is a great mid-range. I was loving this thing. So the Mustang is really nice. I don't know if I have any videos of me throwing them or not, but this one had me for a while. I know a lot of people that here recently where I play have started bagging the Mustang, but you gotta love it. I mean, and this die, check it out. It's a Daddy Delp die right there. It just goes straight. It's a super straight mid, and it has a lot of glide. So, highly recommend the Mustang. We're gonna move on to number 3. I've recommended this disc I don't know how many times to how many people. I don't know. I used to love this disc. I don't throw it anymore. Tell the tape, but I still think it's a great disc. Now, you're not going to be able to tell because it's a special stamp, but maybe some of my Florida people will. This is an Escape. The Escape is an amazing disc. It's a 9-speed. I don't remember all the numbers on it, but this was one of the glidiest fairways I had ever thrown. When I was bagging them, this thing would go further than most of my distance drivers, or at least as far. They just have so much glide. They're super straight, and they still can have stability to them. And I used to throw them for forehands too, like flip up forehands. This is a great disc. So I used to recommend this to lower level players that wanted a really glidey disc but it still had some stability, because this is not an understable disc, it's a neutral disc. So for a low arm speed, it still would kind of have a hyzer to it. And even for me on certain runs, I could get them and they would still have a hyzer to them. So I always thought this was a great like starter driver for people. And then once you're experienced, this thing's gonna be your flip up to turn or flip up to straight, like just go forever disc. They go far, and the getaway is like a step above it. Same like glide and stuff, just a little bit more stability. But I rarely see people that throw these. But the Escape, that's my number 3. I've got a little hidden potential giveaway for you here. Don't know what I would give away, but we're going to play a little game. We're going to give this coin 3 flips, and yes, it is a Pokemon coin. If I get heads 2 out of 3 times, I have to give something away. That'll work better. I don't know what it'll be yet, and I won't know if I lose or not what it'll be, but we will give something away. So are you ready to gamble on this? We're going. Like I said, if I get heads 2 out of 3 times, I'm giving something away. I caught it. It's a head. All right, that's 1 heads to a giveaway. Number 2. It's heads. That was fast. It wasn't even like a dramatic thing or anything. Well, I guess that means I'm giving something away. You all will have to let me know what you think your most underrated disc is in disc golf. And I'm going to pick the winner. It's not going to be a random draw. So comment down below what you think the most underrated disc in disc golf is, and then I will like your comments, and I'll probably try to remember to pin the one that I end up picking, and you'll get a giveaway. But we will figure out what you're going to win after this video. Okay, so coming in at number 2, you won't be surprised again of a putter coming into play. This is the Thought Space Praxis. This was the first disc of a company that I had no idea about that truly just surprised me. This disc is so straight, so glidey, and feels really nice in the hand. Very similar to the penny putter and a pure stuff like discs like that. This was just a great putter, a great beginner putter, or an advanced player's putter, like flip up to straight. This thing's just so comfortable in hand, flies really nice, low profile. I couldn't recommend this disc more. It was, I had it in the bag up till not long ago, and I just started getting too many putters in the bag. And once again, adding discs in my bag from joining our Team RPM's team, I just ended up pulling it out just because I could get the shape with another disc, but I really like the way this feels. So there would be a chance at some point that I could maybe put one of these back in my bag, but this and the Popcorn are really nice flyers. I really love the way they feel. Really clean releasers. Feels like you don't have to throw hard at all to get it to go. So the Praxis came in at number 2. And it comes down to this. My number 1 most underrated disc. And I feel like this has to be at least somewhat true. Like I said, this is according to me. So I'm gonna probably put up a survey at some point to see what you all think. But this is the most underrated disc, I believe. Don't hate me. It is an RPM disc. The Pekka Pekka by RPM. This is their fairway driver, one of them. It's a 9.5 -3.1. This is an extremely good disc. It's kind of in that realm of an Escape. It's faster than a Maverick, but these are just great. Flip up to straight, turnovers, whatever you want to do with this disc, you can. This is a glow first run. They're just a great disc, and just adding that the Pekka Pekka stands for Bat, and Batman's my deal. It's a positive, but not many people have thrown RPM stuff yet. But it is worth checking out, I think. Such a good thrower, easy to throw. It's good for beginners, and it's good for intermediate, advanced, pros. Anybody can get a good use out of it. I mean, I threw this a lot, even at the hybrid tournament I did, and one of my best birdies I got at the whole tournament was I think it's like a 500 some foot hole. I ended up getting a 2-on with this thing. It's a really downhill hole, so don't get me wrong. Very downhill. But I hit this on hyzer, flipped up, went straight, turned to the right for a little while, and then right towards the end just fought out the straight and just fell out the sky just a little left. Such a good, controllable fairway. My light turned off back there. Oh well. Bye-bye, logo. I just can't recommend it anymore. So, the Pekka Pekka by RPM. But I believe that's going to do it. That was my top 5 most underrated discs in disc golf. If you agree with me, let me know. If you don't agree with me, let me know. And to be entered in the contest to win something, I don't know what it is. Comment down the most underrated disc you think there is. But that's all I've got. Till next time.